dramatic entrance, or should we just be here when you guys arrive?
You accidentally what?
A bunch of leather helmets. Does anybody need any leather helmets? I may or
don't
may not have
know exactly in need of
Where's
that.
the debate at?
It's behind Monkey Mall.
Monkey.
And behind the
I
RVs.
connected.
Remote.
How many people are running?
Pretty much I would say, no offense, but I think the main competition is me and Gavin, probably. Here, Gavin. Here's a staircase that you can
But how
walk
many
up.
people are running?
Oh, cool.
Oh, in total, probably for
There's
mayor,
2.
probably about. There's 2. Like, here, we can crouch so they don't know where we are. We can make our dramatic entrance, Gavin.
Yeah.
Why are you people like this?
No, it's fine.
What do you mean by you people?
We'll walk in at the same time. Don't worry, we'll walk in at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
Give me
like
2 seconds. I'm loading into the realm.
Wow, people actually showed up.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
went the
egg-
wrong way. Look at me. Wow.
Everyone, please.
Ah!
Adrian, please.
Hey, bud, what's poppin'?
Why'd you take off your business suit?
Who's
'Cause I
Infernal
like the
Fox?
hoodie.
Wait.
Me, dumbass.
Wait, he changed it?
I'm gonna put on the
Oh,
suit. I'll put
okay,
on.
Never
okay,
seen you in this
okay.
realm like long time. Maybe.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Let's go on our
Yeah.
side.
Hold on, I need
Where's
to.
everything?
Here, I'm gonna give the audience my garbage here.
Where is
everyone? Oh
everything?
no.
250.
All right. All right.
I don't know the way out of the
Where is
wall.
everything
like-
at?
All right.
There's only one person here.
Where is
All right,
everything
guys.
at?
Please show up to the debate stage.
Where the fuck is that then?
It's behind
Monkey
Monkey
Mall.
Mall.
I had to say this so much.
Thing with the thing that says don't press this button, or
All right,
No,
I only
behind the
have
Monkey
like
Mall.
8 questions on a Google Doc, so we're gonna
Okay,
see how this
well-
goes.
Well, you can come up with more as you're thinking.
Okay.
Here, look.
All right.
If there's anything, but at the end, if there's anything that we feel like you haven't talked about enough, we can.
Oh.
Is
Can we
anybody gonna
chime
text
in?
Jake or what? Like what?
Yeah, okay, Jake. I've actually.
Look at.
Well, here, you know,
oh,
here, come here,
sure.
guys. I would like to formally apologize, but Jake will not be able to make the thing tonight. I can
text
his
him.
notes. No, he told
Does
me.
somebody-
Oh, he
me.
told you?
He DM'd me. He
Does
had
anybody-
DM'd me prior. I'm sorry, guys. He's
Henry.
just not able to make it. He's got friends over.
Yo, Henry.
Imagine
What?
Anybody have food?
Someone made a right angle.
All right, so
I hate you. You know that?
While we're debating, can we have the spectators
Made
mute
it.
their mics, please?
Hey, yeah, guys. While they're debating, you can mute your mics, but you can clip in little things every now and then.
Please, guys, stop. Mute your
can-
mics while we are debating.
You guys can save little
Alright.
funny clips
Nice
while we're
mic,
going.
bro.
Kids, just get him out.
All right.
Just get out of here.
All right. Tart, do you have any complaints about me giving this to
Whoever
them?
is making that noise,
About-
please stop and mute your mic.
hold
Yeah,
on.
just
JFK helmet.
kick, just kick him.
Dude, are you
You're like-
stupid?
you're
Go
gonna-
burn this.
No!
Go burn it. Right
It's
now.
the JFK helmet. for the
Stop.
debate.
Go-
No, they don't need this. We don't have any
Fine.
snipers in the area, I
I
don't
would
think.
like to run for president because I'm better than all of you.
No, fuck.
There is no president. Shut up. I am God. I will strike
I
you
may
down with
have
all of my
stolen
power.
From a few people on the server, but like, that's okay. Because I am
Oh, is this
gonna be the
Skids?
president of the United States.
Yeah.
I will strike you
what-
down with
Yeah,
all
here's
the
one- here's
might
one mic
of-
spamming.
from
What are
heaven.
you gonna
I will
do?
end
What are
you.
gonna do?
Alright,
I'm
so...
not mic spamming. I
His
want
You
mic
are.
was
You're
broken, I
like doing
think.
the thing like.
Alright, I need everybody to take a
Please,
seat. Everybody take
Mute
your
your
seat.
mic, everybody.
Mute
Please
your
mute
mic
your
while
mic.
the debate is
yes,
going on.
Guys, you don't even have to debate. I'm the president now. Sorry.
Henry, if there's anybody just disagreeing, just kick them.
Wait, no, wait.
I'll send you
your
to...
mic.
I want to be the president. Can I be the
Then-
president?
no.
Why are you annoying? Mute your mic.
Mute your mic! Answer the question. Can I be the president?
No, you can't be the president.
Can I
Okay.
participate?
We've had to
serve
answer
him.
this
Just
multiple
serve
times.
him.
Mute your mic.
No,
wait.
you can only be the
Freedom of
mayor,
speech.
idiot.
This is what I want to be if I'm
You were
mayor.
one of the
Freedom
rare
of
people
speech.
refuse. Just stop refusing. Just stop refusing and being
Freedom of
annoying. Mute your mic.
Server, mute him.
Freedom
I'm-
of speech.
I'm going to serve him.
All right.
Yep. Okay. He's
Okay,
gone.
thank you,
He's
thank
gone.
you, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
so-
okay, is anybody
I think that's
missing
about
from
everybody.
the
no,
area?
I think we're I think we're good.
I want to make sure that everybody's here. Where's Ellen?
Yeah,
She's Ellen. You're the vice. Where are you?
Yeah, Ellen.
It's kind of important that you're here.
Ellen, please, I need you over here. Please, I'm
Here, let me
scared.
check my map. I can see where everybody is currently.
She's on a fun
They're all
island,
in
but-
town.
I'm just
Okay.
curious. Does anybody have food?
I do.
None that you can have. I'm
I'm
hungry,
starving.
Here,
Here,
have-
here,
I
I'll
have-
do-
have
I'll
guys,
donate
you guys
here.
can have
food.
this and this and
Here.
here you can have this
There you
and that.
go. A piece of obsidian. You gave him a piece of obsidian. Alright.
Good luck munching on that as a jawbreaker.
All right.
It's a jawbreaker.
Okay.
Adrian, please mute your mic.
Where's Ellen at? We seriously need her. This is like really important.
Ellen, for the time being, you can unmute your mic, but we need you to appear at the stage. Wait, Ellen's not even in the realm, is she? Ellen's not even in the
no.
realm. Yeah, okay.
Wait, is she?
So I guess she's not able to attend.
Why is
Dang.
Ochi-chan here?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, it's okay. Okay,
Okay.
just get us under roll.
You know, we can
Just-
work with this.
It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. My vice president's vice
she's a
mayor's not
queen.
able to
Okay.
attend either. So
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the LOTC official mayoral debate. Today we have our two candidates, Mr. Wah and Mr. Gavino.
Yes.
And today they will be competing for the role of mayor. So I guess I should just like... Whoa, this chair's kind of weird. So first question, we're going to send this off to Mr. Wah first.
Okay, thank
why
you.
do you want to be mayor of LOTC?
why do I want to be mayor? Well, that's a very vague question, but I can give you a very good answer.
Okay,
So
do you
the
want me to
reason
elaborate on it? Do you want me to elaborate on it?
Yeah, okay, please elaborate.
So, like,
please
what are your
elaborate.
motives? What made this call to action to run for mayor?
I want people that can consistently get on the realm to have a fun and enjoyable time on the realm and have everybody be successful and stuff like that. You know, I want it to be enjoyable for people who play on the realm. I don't want it to just be I don't want it to be great for 3 people and then the other 5 just hate, you know, have a terrible time every time they get on the realm.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, someone's on the stage.
What? Hold on. We can take care of this. Okay. So,
Oh, get
Okay,
I
please.
have the best view of that.
okay. Oh, hold on.
Please-
My
please
chair is
mute your
kind of uncentered. Give me a sec.
No, you
Okay,
don't,
cool, we're
Fox.
chilling.
Look behind you.
Okay.
You guys notice you're being attacked by phantoms, right?
You drew-
It's okay. It's okay. Just mute your mics.
It's okay, just kill him.
Everything is under control.
Okay.
Just please watch your backs, audience. Please watch your
Okay.
backs. Take
God,
sword.
the
You
water
might as
went
well
through.
take the
The water went through. I'm gonna die. Okay.
Assassination.
Okay. All right. Please pass the question on to give it. You know.
All right. So, Mr. Gavino, why do you want to be mayor?
Well, I've been on the server for a good while, and I could say it's definitely one of the best, possibly the best realms I've ever been in. I believe that LTC should be enjoyed by anyone and everyone. They should be able to come on here and just have a blast, killing each other and just doing whatever Minecraft thing you can. Sorry, there's someone's
You
teleporting.
approve
Anyways,
of violence?
Okay. Well,
Oh.
that's.
well, I mean, I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying like people do that. Anyways, doesn't mean it's right. Well, LTC kind of became the sort of thing that brought everyone together. So to keep it in check and for everyone to still be able to come on and just enjoy things, I believe that is what makes something great. Is to come on back, no matter what time of day, what day, and make sure that every time you come on is the most enjoyable experience you can have.
All right. Quite an admirable answer.
Thank you.
All right. So moving on to Mr. Wah. Let's see. Next question. What will you do for the community of LOTC?
As in, what policies do I want to apply, or like as a community as a whole?
Hold on. Yeah, guys, hold on one sec. Can we get a sniper on Ochi-chan? Can somebody just like? Yeah. Okay,
Already
thank
on
you.
it.
Thank you. Okay. Moving on. Continue your response, please.
So I would like to elaborate. Sorry. Would you like things as a community, or the policies that I want to put in check? Not quite policies.
Well, I was talking more so like what are you gonna what are you going to provide for the community? That could be jobs. That could be facilities.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything of that matter.
So it kind of ties into policies. I have a plan called Operation Jobs for All, and what this is the government run jobs, and this is things such as landscaping, house repair, like road repairs, because our roads are in a pretty rough shape. I'm sorry to say it.
We can all agree on that.
Yeah, our roads are in some rough shape. I do want the soul soil paths to be finished. I would order that. Yeah, and like I said, just basic things, that would keep the town in check. And not only would it keep the town in check, it would keep the community involved, because it would supply jobs, supply payment, all that stuff. It's just a positive all around. If I get elected mayor, I can apply all of this, and positives. I can promise you, it would be positives across the board.
All right, sounds good. Passing the question on over to Mr. Gavina.
I'm sorry. I just saw. What is it? Fox just sniped down Adrian.
Holy crap, he's floating.
Misfire.
Okay. What is? I
I'm
hate
sorry.
this is so disorganized. Okay, moving on to Mr. Gavino. What will you do for the community?
Right now, the LTC community is as lively as it can be. People are on almost every single day, and it's honestly a very nice sight, because it's not as empty as a lot of the servers, and everyone's creating these wonderful projects and places that is just very nice to see and very nice to go to. For me personally, mostly places that are very a lot of and are very nice to see are housing. Housing is a very, it's everyone has a house here pretty much. However, there are some people that just either don't have one, can't build one, or don't have the required materials. So, for what I like to do is I want to put in check for. Oh, thank you, Noah.
You're welcome.
I like to put in check, housing, or more housing. Or what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. Because I just feel like that people could use a better quality living experience and not be in a place that either does not have a good theming or not have enough materials to finish it, so it's left in ruin for pretty much the whole entire time until they have the required materials to finish it, or they just don't at all. Something else is funding for construction. Construction also a big part. I mean, not just houses, but a lot of other buildings. Like, for example, the villager apartments that I have not finished yet, but I'm sorry.
We will fix all the buildings and finish them.
Yeah.
The building in the corner of the screen.
Yes, exactly. But a lot of funding can be put towards these buildings to, use for resources or just for put forward the effort and motivation to create these nice architectures. I'm sorry if I'm going on a long time, but I have a lot. Another thing as well is food. Food is definitely a very not required resource, and you have a lot of people asking for food. So I wish to have some sort of like a soup kitchen or something like that, but it's just food in general. Just somewhere where people can just come in and just get as much as they need, and that'll probably hold them off for maybe a couple of Minecraft days or weeks or so. Someone's streaming a game in the Discord. I'm not gonna pay attention to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving. Oh, you got more to
Okay,
say?
well, oh, sorry.
Okay. I'm just gonna do the rest of these quick. Better quality job system. A lot again. Jobs are very much required, and since the new tax placement or the tax system that we're gonna be putting in place and the Chad coin, I believe that jobs could be really good for gaining income, being able to pay taxes, and also as a community we also have potions and villagers. I wish to be able to. Oh, actually, that's probably for later. I'm so sorry. I got too carried away.
Wait, is that
yeah.
all your policies,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Gavino?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to chime in. As he was talking about making housing better, I think something we need is neighborhood groupings, because right now everything
Oh yeah.
in some
no,
areas,
yeah.
some areas. Let me finish, please.
Sorry.
Some areas they're not. Houses look nice, but they're not placed nice, and that ruins almost the whole point of the house, because that just we need zoning, because right now you can just find an open plot of land and you can plop down anywhere. What I want to do, I want to make these neighborhood groupings, which I would leave in the charge of Jake, because Jake had this idea. Thank you. I would like
Shout out to the homie.
just not to make it cost money, but to the point to where you just have to check in with Jake, and as his real estate office is under construction, I just want people to have to check in with Jake to make sure they're placing their stuff in a proper zoning, because that makes it so much better. It's such a simple task on the outside, but it makes towns look so much better, because like right here we have a villager place right beside an Arby's. Like that just doesn't fit.
Okay,
Like,
but
where
listen,
I have
but
my
Arby's,
Rochester
but it's Arby's.
that doesn't
officer.
matter. I wouldn't care if it was McDonald's, anything. If you have
Mr. Watt,
my
listen? I'll take you to
shopping-
Arby's. I'll show you why we have an Arby's right there.
I've helped you construct it. I know why it's there. Okay, but
Hold up.
I have that area with Chadpo, Raj's Food Mart, and like that auction house. I think that would be a perfect shopping district. It's a very flat plains area. It's not humongous, but we could expand on it, and it would just small retail business stores, and that would make businesses look so much nicer, because Chadco has been there pretty much since like day one or week one. And now there's a library right across from it, which does make sense in a sense. But like 50 blocks away, there's Sarah's house. And then 100 blocks away, there's my original house. And I want zonings, because that would make the town look so much
Are we
nicer.
still going on about the zonings? Okay.
Speaking of that, another problem is also citizens shops and retail stuff like that. I believe more of those can be put in place, so people will be able to. Same thing with jobs. Again, but I think that also link into what I wish to do whenever I become mayor.
Yeah, hold on one
Okay.
sec. I think my Minecraft crashed. Okay, never mind. I'm good.
All right. Okay. Just a question. Again, this is not for our policies, right? This is just a community. Correct. I did not need to elaborate on my policies.
Not
Correct.
exactly right now, but it might
Okay.
help your campaign if you do.
I elaborated. Well, are we having another section on our policies? Because that was I elaborated on my community-based policies. That's why. Do I need to
Okay.
elaborate on like my other ones for like the economy and stuff like that?
Let's not get into the economy currently. Those questions are
Okay.
beyond my brain capacity.
Okay.
So I'm gonna skip a couple questions because we basically already answered them. So my question is
This is my friend.
So we're saving the economy for
Mr. Mayor,
last.
get down!
oh god, oh god,
Get down!
oh
Get
no,
down!
help me.
Where is it? I'll get it.
Okay, just let Adrian handle it. Let's let Adrian.
They hired an
Please
assassin.
leave the stage.
They
Please leave
hired
the
an
stage.
assassin.
All right, please kill Jaden if she does not. Yeah.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Where'd he go?
He do be fast though.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we took care of it.
All right, continue,
back.
please.
I hear
Okay.
him.
Also, sorry.
I
So
hear
we're
voices.
gonna get to the economy later.
I hear
you said?
voices. Okay. We'll see about the economy.
You hear
I'm not quite sure. I hear voices, dude. Okay. Moving on. Okay. So this is actually a question that I'm genuinely curious about, and regards. Okay, thank you. That regards my role a lot, and would help me a lot. So basically, my role as a server admin and the owner is to keep people entertained with the realm, to keep it popping, to keep people coming back on. But as the mayor, that responsibility is also yours. So I'm curious, as mayor, what will you two do to keep the people in this realm entertained? Mr. Wah, you may go first.
I think more businesses surrounding entertainment and more events like these, gatherings that everybody can enjoy and get together. And although this one doesn't involve the audience, if we have some
Oh
something
no,
that
actually,
doesn't
this one will be involving the audience. I am going to have the audience ask a couple questions.
audience questions.
Audience
Audience
questions.
questions.
That'd
I'm
be good.
saying like
What's
they
going on?
play they're coming up onto the stage and doing stuff like that, almost like a concert, but not like singing or
A
anything.
political
just-
concert.
but something events and entertainment like Spleef. I think you should advertise that more. I think if we advertise Spleef and we were able to supply a Haste 2 beacon again over there, that would get more popularity. And if I'm not trying to rush you into finishing Bed Wars, but when you do, I think that will bring more popularity to entertainment. Just stuff like that's cool and people would be willing to play. Like mini games. I think mini games would be a good way to keep people entertained. And just things that everybody can be involved in would be a good way to keep people entertained. Everything is something that everybody has a job and everybody can pitch into. It's just I think that would keep people entertained in this realm. And with the mayor's cooperation and your cooperation, I think that would be a very doable task.
All right. Is that about it? Is that what you got?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, moving on to Mr. Gavino. What are you going to do to entertain the people of this realm?
Okay, so again, entertainment is also a very popular thing. I mean, of course. Same thing here. Businesses that are dedicated to entertainment or just community involvement to making certain places or locations that are meant for entertainment, such as maybe a theme park, some sort of cool little I guess scenery or very nice just things very nice to look at around the place to provide sort of more fun way to look at things around the server and see all the history and such things like that. Oh, also history. Museums
I was
also
about
be
to
very
say
nice.
the exact same thing.
Yeah, museums also be a
About to make an
very
objection.
good addition to the server because display the history of the realm and how everything just kind of have gone on for the past couple of months. I think that'll be definitely fun inclusion to add to the server, and it'll keep people coming in and seeing how things have changed and whatnot.
All right, I
Okay,
like those
objection
ideas.
about the museums. I'm going to add in. I think the only people that should work on the museums are people that are qualified to do it. So people that have been in the LOTC thing since like day one. So like me,
yeah,
you, Ellen, Henry.
Yeah,
as
obviously
you,
this would, yeah. Well, I feel like you
that'd
could
be
hire
me and Ellen's
historians.
project.
Yeah, that like he could hire somebody.
We could hire.
You guys could
well,
hire
I
people.
do not. For how big and how much the history of this realm has gone through, I just think we should have the right people on the job, and I do not want false information spread about the history of this beautiful realm that we have now.
All right, nice. All right, so I think I'm about done up here. Does any audience members want to come up and speak their piece and ask some questions to the mayors?
I have a question.
All right, what's your question?
All right.
Do either of you support communism?
Nope.
No.
Skids might need to speak some piece.
Does anybody
I
have
have a
any real
question. Does anybody-
questions?
I have a weird question. Does anybody else see the trident in Henry's brother's neck?
Yeah.
Just freaking
Yeah,
out.
including all of that.
Just freaking out.
Do we have any real questions? I still want to elaborate on my economic and policies and Jake's policies and ideas.
Same here as well.
I Does really nobody?
All right, here.
Pay attention to that?
If you have a question, you get to come sit in the chair. Does that make anybody interested?
Okay, and please don't make it a waste of your time, like Mr. Wheels just did. Please make it a question that you would actually expect a real answer from.
Please, guys, I only have like 8 questions on a Google Docs. Please.
I'm kind of confused what's going on. Though.
Okay, 1 second. I'm getting a question from Drayton.
Dang, nothing for me. Okay.
Well, I mean, it'll apply to both of you, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that's part of my landscaping and Operation Jobs for All program, definitely. And the roads, stuff like that, that will all be taken care of if I get elected mayor, trust me.
I guess do I answer the same question as well?
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, that was the main thing in my campaign notes right here is that I wish to fund to creeper hole fixation because a lot of the places in here, they're creeper holes they're about as common as well, I guess holes that aren't they're more common as people in the server, I suppose. I don't know.
Well, what's more common, Gavin? Eggs or creeper holes?
Excuse me. What?
Just gonna take a couple of these.
I wasn't looking. What just happened? What just happened? I wasn't looking.
Gavin just exploded into 1,000 eggs.
Excuse me. What just happened?
Just gonna save
Whoa,
these for
someone
later.
JFK Gavin?
No, it said shot by arrow. It didn't say shot by slain by somebody.
Hey, look who's back!
Assassination.
That means he was JFK. He was JFK in Minecraft edition.
Why the eggs? Why are there so many eggs?
Well, I guess you could say there's as many creeper holes in the server as there are the eggs in my inventory.
Oh my god.
Happening like 7-10 stacks.
Gavin, where did you get those eggs from?
I made them at my own personal farm. Oh.
I can confirm he has a personal egg farm. Okay, please stop the violence, please.
Violence.
Sorry,
Violence.
I just remember through try that
Continue with the questions. Continue with the questions,
Okay.
audience.
well, no, I didn't get
Okay,
this one.
Skids, Mythical Skulls, you can unmute your mic. Oh yeah, I server muted you. I can undo that really
Server
quick.
muted Skids, but yeah. What do you plan to do with the unfinished buildings?
Well, I think something in our real estate job that me and Jake have planned out is I almost have checkpoints and almost like a due date system. Not for humongous projects, not like the skyscrapers in the city. That makes sense why it would take 2 to 3 weeks to build because that's probably thousands of blocks of concrete, stuff like that. That would take forever. But stuff small scale and average scale, I think should have a due date and almost like checkpoints to where, okay, by this, you should be done with this amount. And almost like share your plan so we know how big the scale is going to be and plan like due dates around that.
Hey, we're not talking about the Bed Wars, are we? Right? Because I haven't
No,
worked on that.
Because that's
in,
a massive project.
I haven't
That's
worked
a
on
massive
that
project.
in like 3 months, please.
All right, Gavin. What about you plan to do with the buildings?
For unfinished buildings, well, I say to my project to fund people for construction, either people can volunteer to do it for possibly some form of currency, or something, or maybe something to get out of it for, or just someone just to come in and say, hey, or whoever originally built it will finish it, and I guess that's how it is, I suppose. No, if any volunteers want to try and finish these buildings, see if they can kind of recreate the original idea of what they're going for, then they can get funded to do so, or gain funding for after they complete it, or while they complete it, and try and make all these buildings that have been left here for quite a long time and spruce them up and give them a very nice image and a very nice look for the server or realm.
All right. Any more questions before
Anybody got
I
any
want to
questions?
elaborate on my policies?
Gavin.
Yes.
If you don't beat Noah, I'm gonna cry.
All right. Server
Um,
muted again.
No, I have a question. No.
Okay, Mark.
If you win, are you going to continue to take my job just for free? Because earlier that
No,
kind of pissed me off.
I never took your job.
You were doing it. You were
I
doing
did
my
a prank,
job.
but that does not mean that's my entire business model now.
That-
Just because
that
I
is
do
my
one prank.
that's what is my thing is completely built
Okay, well,
around.
nobody. That was my idea to do my own prank. I'm just because I want to have a little bit of fun when the server's not active does not mean I'm taking your business model completely. I did that for me and Jake did that for myself. Nobody paid us to do that.
I'm not talking about the spiderweb incident in my fucking basement.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm just
I think he's
talking about
talking about-
earlier today. You were talking about just doing jobs. Like,
Okay,
just
no,
fucking
that was
pranks.
a joke. That was
Yeah,
a joke. I'm not
trying to
going to
take my
take your
job.
business model. I don't have a point to take your business model.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Henry, why don't you have freaking pants on? It's outrageous and disgusting and disrespectful and more.
Honestly, yeah.
Where
why
is
does
she at?
Henry
Okay,
have
thank
pants
you.
on?
Thank you, Sniper. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Sniper. Even though you
So
killed me earlier, but yeah, thank you.
what? Why are there? Where did the chickens come from?
Gavin's eggs.
You dropped some eggs.
You
All right.
dropped some
Okay. Just
eggs.
any more questions again before I start elaborating?
Yeah. Who do you main in Smash?
I don't see that on your Google Doc, and I don't see you in the art in the.
Gavin, who do
audience,
you
so-
main on Google Smash? Or oh frick.
Google
Who do you main on Smash Bros?
Personally, right now, I like to play Steve. I'm trying to main him as well.
All right, he's
but-
cool. He's cool. He's cool. Okay, no, that's all
Yeah,
I needed.
if
That's
I
all I
if I had
needed.
to choose Steve though.
Yeah,
but
you
as,
would.
But as a
you
secondary,
would.
I use Joker, but also trying to learn Bayonetta.
All right, this was a joke question.
Oh.
Audience, do you have any more questions before we get on to the
Um,
actual boring ones?
I think yes.
Oh, we're not on the boring ones
Okay.
yet?
Okay.
No, I have
Wait,
just
James.
more
James,
boring
wait for your
ones.
question.
Like to talk.
Just talk.
Okay. I don't know if anyone else has really had this problem, but a lot of my stuff has been stolen, and I don't know if anyone else has really had that problem.
Oh
but
my God,
I've
you have
had
no
Okay.
idea.
Yes.
You have no
I will go
idea.
first.
I-
We
I-
do have a major issue. Liam's had his netherite pickaxe stolen. Like many people have had issues with
I
stuff
had a
going missing.
godlike
And if I
trident
get
stolen.
elected mayor, you know, I will take every chance I can to keep people's stuff safe. You know, I don't think that's right because you worked for that stuff. That's just not cool. I will take care of that. Trust me. If I
Okay.
get selected mayor,
I guess my turn to speak. Unless no one is not finished.
I'm good.
Okay. Yes. Robbery and stolen possessions, or the stealing of possessions, is a very, it's a very, what's the word? Serious problem on the server, and to have something you've worked hard for, and you grinded minutes to hours for, is very painful. I can say for myself, I've had animals stolen from me. They've killed. Well, actually, no, they're let out by someone. I guess afterwards. Anyways, but I relate to the pain, and I would like to try and fix that. For me personally, I feel like the best method of doing this is for either these items to be stored in some sort of maybe like a bank or some sort of storage facility that.
Okay,
cannot be
objection. We have had a federal bank for a very long time. I've been the head of that. I worked with the government for a extended amount of time because of Weston's campaign being extended. I've worked in the federal bank. That is something you can trust me. I've worked there.
Okay. Well, I'll at least like to try some sort of method to keep everyone's items safe because it's a very horrible issue, and while there is a possibility of maybe security measures in people's homes. However, that could take a lot of resources and time. However, we could you put in the effort to do such thing as that because having your items stolen is very unepic.
Also, like I said, right now, all of the federal bank items are in my chest with Chad coin, confiscated items, monuments, and Chad coin silver. All of that is safe in my inner chest, and nobody can grab that. Confiscated items are crime items like the counterfeit Chad coin that we've had, diamonds that have been trying to use to bail out other people, flint and steel when Jake and Liam had a restraining order, and stuff like that. I've taken care of that, and until the matter is resolved, the person in charge, the person I appoint to the federal bank, will be in control of that. And if they slip up with that position, trust me, when it comes to people's belongings, I will give little to no leeway.
All right, that was a good question. Why is there so much dirt?
It's fine.
They made bleachers.
Bleachers.
Well,
All right,
bad
anybody
happened.
else
Yeah, I
got any
made that.
questions?
Oh yeah, Skids. You said you have a question. You DM'd me. If
No, I
this
just
is
want
another.
to be unmuted. Carry on.
Oh, okay.
Why is there a D in fridge but not in
I should
refrigerator?
watch my Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Play.
Very good
Sniper,
point.
can we get him trained on?
Personally, I have an answer. Is because the English fucking sucks.
All right. Question: will we be instituting Spanish signs into the realm for Spanish people?
God, no.
If there are,
If there are a lot of
sí, señor, sí, sí.
yeah.
okay, wait, may I go first? Okay, if there are a lot of people who prefer Spanish-speaking or mainly Spanish-speaking citizens, then I would not mind to put in other language.
Nobody knows Spanish on this server.
Yeah, no, but I just want to see.
Hola, mi
who-
amigo.
I want-
¿Cómo estás?
Hey,
Mío,
Hey,
español.
shut up! You don't know Spanish. We don't know Spanish.
I
Yo, I'm learning Spanish in school right now.
Okay.
Hola,
I
mi
just,
amigo.
I just wanted,
Los customers.
I just want to appeal to the Spanish-speaking people.
Okay.
I want to appeal to them. See.
Yeah. Okay. What about the people that speak Japanese and Chinese?
Konnichiwa.
Well, Japanese and Chinese kids have the same opportunity as normal kids.
Oh! Who just assassinated a political figure? Which one was it? Which one of it was? Who did it?
I don't have a bow.
Who assassinated
can't
the
help
political figure?
Hold on, I have a question. Tart.
Yes.
Is there a way you can extend the people that can join? Because I can't even get into the server.
Oh crap! It's literally full. 1, 2, 3,
I think
4,
that server's
5, 6,
full.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's completely full. There's literally nothing I can do about it other than paying like $20 a
Whoever
month.
did that, thanks. I just lost 30 levels.
Can't you make it so
You
more
could always
people
kick
can
out
join?
Ochi-chan if you wanted to make room.
Oh yeah, kick out Ochi-chan.
No.
I don't want to do that. She's actually a pretty valid citizen.
Yeah, frick her.
That literally
Alright,
not what I
yeah,
said.
Where were we? Sorry.
Spanish people.
They're pretty cool.
Very
so
poggers.
Yeah,
Hola, mi
very
amigo.
epic.
I'd just like to say, Gavin, I love you. Hope you win. Totally not because you game shared me with me, but yeah, go
Yeah.
Gavin.
Thank you for the egg.
All right. All right. Any more questions?
Anybody? All right. Well, I guess I have a question. What will you be doing about groups such as the Wood Elves and griefing groups like that?
Who's gonna go first? Sorry.
You can go
I'll
first.
go first.
Oh,
I can
Gabby, no. Okay.
Okay. The groups that are purposely bent to make the server unfun or to grief things, as you will, are a very serious issue, as you saw with the wood stripping, the certain things being placed in certain people's houses, them robbing things. I definitely think that these are very serious, and whoever they are, they should be definitely be put in their place. I don't. Sorry, I got distracted. I believe that these groups such as Wood Elves should be, I'd say, prosecuted for their actions and either go to Auschwitz or they could possibly be kicked from the realm due to, depending on how serious the griefing is.
Yeah, hear that, Wood Elves? Hear that? I know you're
Can
in
we
the audience.
crucify
Oh
people?
no!
One of you.
Can we
All right.
crucify people?
As continuing,
Yes.
as I would like to say,
Or
what
could-
else, such
or could
as
or could debowel them.
groups such as the Wood Elves, I would need them to be abolished. Groups such as like harmless groups, like that just do harmless things, like the egg extractors and stuff like that, that don't bother like with anybody's belongings or stuff that people have worked on. What isn't as big of a deal. Just don't take it too over the top. But groups like the Wood Elves who have been known to harm people's belongings and intrude on people's stuff. Well, not intrude's like a word it's intruding is a weird word in the term of in the way we'd use it now. But groups like the Wood Elves, I would want taken care of immediately, because, like I said previously, I don't want people's belongings need to be completely safe. I think that it's just unjust if somebody just took away somebody's work, and
I can't
that's just
sit anymore.
not good.
What the fuck? Who
died?
I had 30 levels of experience. Almost 40.
Yeah,
Why?
I was in the same boat.
Why? If I lose any of my stuff, I'm going to bomb this entire city.
No, I don't want his levels. I don't want his
Alright.
levels. I don't want his levels.
Don't pick up my
Well,
levels.
everyone,
want
this
his
is
levels.
my
I'm
big
not trying
Bruford.
to.
Oh no, it's following him.
No.
Pretty good. It's a pretty cool pig. I like him very much.
I can't sit anymore. Whoever did that, you suck.
You have something to say, Bruford, to the
I
crowd?
have a question.
Yes.
What?
Noah,
Mm-hmm.
you're running for mayor, but should we trust someone who has been pulling pranks in the past? It may have been harmless, but still, you were pulling pranks. I don't know if you should have my vote. I want someone who can handle the town, not
All
someone
right,
who will pull pranks on it.
Okay. Well, do you think somebody who has been in charge of keeping valuables that mean a lot to people and swearing on it, and somebody's worked with the government should be in charge of the city? I have taken action against counterfeiting money. I've taken action against bribes. I've taken action against people stealing stuff, and I've held on to all of that. You can check my confiscated item shulker box. All of that is still in there because I don't want to let go of that. That is evidence if somebody takes it to court, and that's something that may or may not be returned in the future. And if it's proven to be the person's that it's been allegedly stolen from, then it'll be returned.
Kill Bruford.
And
You ran around.
you can trust me because through Chadco and all the realms that Chadco's been in, through the federal bank that I was employed by, I've not taken a single thing. Why should and I don't have a reason to, because as I was saying, I don't want stealing to be an issue. And unfortunately, people in the server don't think it's a big deal, and it truly is, and that's sad, but you can trust me.
Yes, but still, you kind of ran around the problem. Yeah, can you admit that you've been pranking people in the past?
I can't admit it, but I can also
I would like to
me not
object
having
into
it.
this.
Mhm.
The egg extractors were harmless. They didn't do
Yes,
anything. They didn't do anything griefing wise. All they did was silly pranks, and silly pranks are a complete.
let's say the
I don't
egg
have anything
extractors
against them. There are no rules. There are no laws set in place against
Yes.
them. Now stuff like stripping wood, which is what the not the egg extractors, is what the wood elves did. They stripped the entire courthouse. That is where we start to get into problems. So that is illegal pranking versus regular pranking, which is building a giant chicken that shoots eggs out of his eyeballs.
Yes, and I do admit that yes, those are things that shouldn't be allowed. But the pranking is someone who can lead a town and someone who can successfully lead a town shouldn't be doing those things in the past. They should be mature enough to. Fuck, hold on, I'm doing something at the moment. I'm just saying, you're doing pranks. That's a bit suspicious. Pranks turn into things.
What you're saying is
bad.
Is that he has
My biggest
a
question
bad
is,
past,
if
and
he's
maybe
done
we
this in
shouldn't
the
let him off.
past, what's to stop him from doing it again?
Exactly.
I'm not trying to be a dyke, but I can kind of agree with that.
Exactly.
Adrian, you were a member of the egg extractors. You're being a
I was
hypocrite.
joking.
Okay.
As mayor, are
No,
you gonna
I was making a joke because he said egg.
Does a prank turn into stealing? It evolves into things. I'm just a bit worried.
Henry,
But it
And
hasn't
he didn't
evolved yet, and we'll
steal.
deal with things
I did
accordingly.
not steal anything.
Henry,
I have
can
not-
I ask one question?
I can confirm I've not done anything illegal.
You did steal chickens from me. I will say that.
Henry,
I know,
Henry,
but I was willing to supply the eggs. I had eggs
me
on
2
store to
seconds.
help you redo that.
That's true.
What's up,
Yes,
Mark?
but things, pranks.
Give me 2 seconds.
Doing pranks, and sometimes they go too far, and it evolves into things. Do you swear that you're not going to do any more pranks?
I can't.
Because I can't trust that you're going to evolve those pranks into something worse.
Why are you?
Wow.
What's he got in there?
That was the confiscated items. Sorry. I was making
okay.
sure I wasn't missing anything.
I actually have a very serious question. Dare I say the most serious question I've asked yet.
Mhm.
So everybody here probably knows the Vikings, correct?
Mhm.
So recently we've actually had a situation where the Vikings appeared on the realm, and I had to deal with them. What would you do if the Vikings entered the realm? What would be your first order of action? What would you do to keep them from ruining it any further?
Well, first order of action. Well, my first order of action would be to replace all of the damage they've done, because I'm sure their first order of action would be to ruin everything we had built and span.
Let me set the scene, okay? Somebody leaks the code to the Vikings. They join the realm. You're on the realm. What happens?
Well, I immediately contact you to immediately reset the realm. I want the person who had the info to the code to not have to be less trusted, and immediately they will be, but I want them to lose their privileges to the code. I want the code to be changed. I don't want them to even have the slightest chance to be able to get back on the realm. If we physically can't reset the realm far back enough, which is pretty much impossible, I can supply the stuff to replace the lost and damaged items, because I'm willing to personally help people that's had their stuff demolished and had their stuff taken away, and I'm sure Jake feels the same way, because what happens if Jake's castle gets burned down, because the Vikings get on the realm, and let's say Adrian leaks the code to the Vikings, right? Adrian will no longer have the code. We'll reset the code. Vikings will be dealt with accordingly, depending on what they have done.
All right.
It
That was a good answer.
That would leak.
Now, Gavin, you probably don't have much experience with the Vikings due to the fact that you're quite new to the realm. But essentially, what the Vikings are is they are basically a terrorist group who have plagued our realm for Gosh, I mean, they plagued it for about half a year, correct? Am I
mean,
wrong? I think it was.
I know pretty much the base of it.
You get the whole gist. Yeah.
Yeah, they just tear us
Henry,
wrong because they're salty about
What is it, Mark?
About the stripping wood thing, I'm still quite new to this realm as well, so I'm just confused of how stripping
It's
wood.
completely illegal. It's
I
completely
understand
illegal.
that it's illegal,
Okay.
but why?
Oh, okay. The context
Oh.
matters. Now, Ellen has stripped my entire what's it called thing over there?
Village. Yeah,
Village.
aesthetic village.
She stripped the entire village wood. That is considered griefing. If you're stripping wood for a project, not griefing. If you're stripping wood and somebody says it's okay, it's fine. If you're stripping wood and putting it on somebody's property, I don't think that's really that bad. You're supplying wood. You're not taking anything from them. But whenever you take somebody's house and you strip it, that is considered griefing.
But you just said that it was completely illegal. Now you're going back on your word.
Look at the Discord server.
Yeah,
Look
just
at the
want
Discord
context
server.
because
It's
because
completely
because
illegal
the
under
only
certain
thing in the
terms.
Discord.
I'm
I said
says
context
stripping-
matters.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
The word
There
completely was
wasn't
not the best
context
use.
at first. I'll say that there really wasn't context at first.
If you check the
It was-
Discord server, I have a rule set in place that says, due to Ellen, stripping wood is now illegal without the owner's permission.
Without permission.
Without permission. Which essentially means you must have permission from the owner, or it will be fine with the owner. But you get the whole
Like
Yeah,
like
I
how
get it
Liam
now. I was
how
just curious.
Liam made a stripped wood floor in the auction house. That's completely fine, because that's not griefing somebody's house with stripped wood. They're building something with stripped wood, and making something aesthetically pleasing with stripped wood. It's when griefing gets into the matter is when it becomes illegal.
All right. Gavin, do you want to elaborate on the whole Vikings question I asked earlier?
They just killed fucking Bruford. They killed fucking Bruford.
They killed who?
Bruford. Killed my pig.
They killed Roofer?
Killed Bruford.
Jesus Christ.
They fucking killed Bruford.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, okay. Vikings. They're a very big threat to our economy and our sorry. Okay. They're a very big problem in our community, and as you know, of course, they can do serious damage to the realm and everything that inhabits it, that being buildings and people and wildlife. So I believe that as mayor, I would like to put in place, not really put in place, but to kind of have a routine to whenever, if they were so to attack. Basically, pretty much the same thing as Noah. Contact you, say, hey, the people who the Vikings in the realm, I'd say possibly reset it, or to turn off to go put it in offline status if that's possible, because I don't really know how working a realm is. If that's possible for you, just do that, and then change the code if it's possible, and sorry, the person was killed.
Okay.
Jaden just died. Drop her sword.
Yeah. Sorry. And then just kind of get them out of here. And also the people who gave them the code will be put in place, and we'll have to see decide the I guess justification, or the what is it called, the
Punishment.
punishment later. Yes.
All right. Also, one of my policies that I'd like to tie into this, I have a strict. If I get elected mayor, I will put immediately into place a strict no vandalism policy, and the consequences of a no vandalism policy, if you were to vandalize, would be to have to replace the things you did vandalize and supply the needs, the goods necessary for replacing it. And also 1 act of unpaid community service, because if you were just to replace what you did, I feel like you should do more than that, because vandalizing clearly should be illegal, and even if it wasn't, it's kind of needed, and it's kind of like an unwritten rule. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah. All right.
Noah, about that policy. No, this is back to my job, not about you stealing it, but that some of the pranks, if someone's willing to pay for it, will cost that. So would that rule have to apply to me about having to have the resources to replace what I've done? Because you've seen my job.
That's a good question.
Because I'm
I
probably
think
the only job
what
around
you do,
with.
I think is what you should do is you should talk to the consumer and meet a middle ground. You know, I think what you could do is create a contract. You know, be like, hey, if we're clearly, if you pay for this, it's clearly illegal. Make an agreement with them and make sure they know, because something you might have to do is you might just have to both split the time and both split like the diamonds or Chad coin that it would require. But that something, if I get elected mayor, we can get into a call and discuss that and come to an agreement. But I would just say be very careful with your business, because that could easily get you in a lot of trouble.
That's why I did the business in the first place, because I am willing to do some of the riskier stuff.
I think something we should imply too is almost like a 3 strikes you're out system too. I think that'd be good.
All right.
That's all I wanted to say.
Well, I'm out of questions that are relevant. I have the same questions over and over again. So if you guys have anything else to add, I think that'll be about it.
I have a question. I have a question. Gavin, as you can see, those are dirt stairs.
Mm-hmm.
While the rich are prospering in their beautiful houses, why is the town being left to dust with their
Listen,
broken
we're not going to talk
roads?
about socialism.
Yeah, we're not.
Henry,
gonna have
you
a
like my
socialist.
staircase or like
I think
bleachers?
The
Yeah.
rich people
Actually,
should
that
have
was
to, like,
that was one
be
of the policies I was
taxed
going to put in place.
on their
excuse me.
builds, because I
No,
feel that
no,
the
no,
town
that-
is just dying without the help of other people. There's holes everywhere, and they had to build the the seats out of dirt. Like the rich.
I'm sorry, but I will not stand for socialism in this realm.
Are you just saying that you're greedy and want to keep everything and not give it
No,
to?
I'm willing to give people stuff. I'm just not going to stand for
You
socialism.
gotta give it. You gotta give it to the town.
I
You gotta
have-
make sure the whole
kind of
community
tax rate.
can.
Okay,
really want
okay.
to
I'm
actually got
I'm going to interject myself in here. Noah has done more than enough for the town. Okay, you have no idea. He was the one that helped me build this land that the town even lies on.
In general,
Because I want you to know this land was completely hilly. Me and Henry had to spend a week flattening this out.
Noah is one of
Yeah.
the founding fathers of this land. Don't
Yes,
you
still,
dare disrespect him.
I wasn't disrespecting Noah. I was saying that will you put in place that people will have to give.
Why would
sacrifice materials to make the town
why would I
prosper?
not want why would I not want the town that I made to look good?
Then
why would
are
I
you
not
gonna
want
go
that?
about it? Are you gonna do it?
I have
or-
I have a plan for a tax rate, but we have not gotten into the economy yet. I have a plan for a tax rate, and I'm going to tax myself. And
Okay.
because-
I'm saying this though. With a tax, that's just going to make it even harder on the poor.
okay, but listen.
So are you going to?
I
Are you
have a
going
plan
to
with
afford
the tax
the
rate,
same as
trust
the
me.
rich, or is the rich going to get
This
paid
was a
more
question
because
for
they
me.
are rich?
I would like
We
to-
were okay. I'm gonna. I want to interject myself in here since I play a big role in the whole tax thing because it was my idea. But basically, we're gonna set a very low base tax. That way, we're able to pay our
Okay, listen.
workers.
Yeah,
And-
that's the thing. The government needs a way to pay the workers, and I have
This question is for
guidelines.
me.
I'm not going to stand for socialism, and I'm sorry, but
Not
I will not do it.
I'm just
quick.
saying that. No. Are you just saying that the rich should just not care about the town, just care about themselves? That's a big
No,
dream.
because I'm going to tax them. I'm going to tax them. I'm going to
Alright.
tax them the same amount as I'm going to. The employees will get taxed less than the business owners by 1 Chad coin. That's the only difference in the tax rate.
Can you be more
Henry.
descriptive about this tax? How is it?
Henry,
All right. Well,
And what is this tax?
all right. So I'll go into my tax policy. So my tax policy will be a flat tax rate, no matter what, right? And it only applies to business owners and employees. So if if you don't have a job, which we will supply if the tax rate works, when the business owners can agree, which we will force them to agree, or else we will evict them from their properties. You know, that will create jobs, and everybody should be paying. Almost everybody should be paying a base tax of one Chad coin. But the thing is, you do not get taxed on your business until you make a profit. So let's say I make a huge or not. Let's not say me. Let's say like Ochi-chan makes a huge mall, or not a mall, but like a huge store that she expects to do so good, and she calculates her ROI and she expects it to do amazing, right? Well, let's say the store flops. She won't be taxed for that store because she doesn't have the money. She did not make enough money to be able to supply that. And the thing is, I don't want to be taking money from the poor. Like people, if I just tax people who can't afford it, that'll put people into debt. It'll make the lower class feel even lower. It's just gonna be a downward spiral. And yeah, it's I your tax won't be based on your income, but it will. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but your position in a business will kind of relate to your tax rate.
No, I'm not trying to be a dyke and completely interrupt you, but this
Is it?
entire time I've heard you speak, and I've rarely heard Gavin speak.
Because people have continued asking me things. I'll let Gavin
Because
give
you spoke so much that it just brings up more questions. So I kind of want to
Remember when I asked
Gavin
my
say.
question earlier about the buildings? I was actually asking Gavin first.
I know, and I'll let Gavin go first.
You actually spoke first.
The
though.
question
Gavin,
was
what
asked.
would
You started speaking,
Gavin,
not me.
It
Gavin,
seems
when you-
Noah is here to steal the stage from him and not let him talk.
Gavin,
Okay,
I want to
Gavin,
know.
go ahead with your
when-
economic plan. Go ahead with your economic plan.
Gavin, if you become mayor, I'm curious what your policies would be.
Well, of course, the taxing in place it can benefit our economy as a whole, and I could see reasoning for it being here. However, I do not, and this may be a bit let's see, maybe it may seem sort of, I guess. Well, actually, I don't know. I feel like that not everyone should be. Everyone comes from a different sort of economic. Everyone has different income, is what I'm basically trying to say. There are people who are considered rich on the server. Say, for example, Liam, he's considered the richest person on the server. Then you have the people who are not so fortunate and are not able to have that, or not are able to get the money, these sort of income and expenses that we are. Well, I'm trying to say we. I mean the people who are in a higher sort of class are. Personally, for me, I wish to have some sort of balance between people who for people who are taxed, that they how much they'll be taxed, and for the people who do have a good bit amount of money, how much how much they can pay for taxes. Personally, for me, I feel like people who are less fortunate and are not able to pay out too much should have to pay less than people who, say for instance, like me, have a good decent amount of income, could pay maybe the base, or a bit more than the base rate, or the exact base rate, because everyone's created equally. Everyone's is not open to the kind of money that other people have, or there are kind of resources like diamonds or Chad coin or whatnot. So,
And you finish. Sorry.
Oh,
I thought you were done.
so I believe that everyone, that people who cannot, or not, or probably won't not be able to pay these certain expenses each month, I believe that they should be able to be given some sort of relief, if or not. And for businesses as well, I think that businesses should also be taxed. You should be taxed for the said business. However, actually, I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
It depends how much or what you gain from it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well,
Thank you.
something
question.
about that I do want to address is originally when the federal bank was established, something I wanted to not amplify. It's
Implement.
okay. What implement? That's the word. Sorry. Something I wanted to implement is Social Security payouts. Just a one, like you won't get another one. But what I did was I planned on giving 10 Chad coin to every new person that joined the server. And recently I've not been able to do it as much as I want because our server, as we have seen, has had rapid growth in the past week. We've had rapid growth, and it's hard to keep track of that, but if I do get elected mayor, I will make sure that everybody does get their payout, and that will help the lower class, I would assume. And just because I gave them Chad coin does not mean we will be taxed yet. Like I said, you have to be making a steady income, either being the business owner or being an employee before you start getting taxed.
All right. So, does anybody have any final questions? I feel like we're about to wrap up this debate. All right, we got one question.
Can I have food?
No. The poor must
Yes,
starve.
Why is the debate
Again,
I can
monitor
give you food after
That's what I
mentioned
wanna
I
earlier
know.
can give you
that.
some food.
Wait, what was the question?
Okay.
Why is the debate monitor biased? He seems to be very biased towards one of the opponents.
Thank you.
Monitored by what?
He's saying it's being biased. This whole thing seems to be a little bit biased, is what he's
Adrian,
saying.
here you go.
Biased towards who?
I don't know.
Me.
Oh.
I bet you there's probably me.
Why do you say it's
It seems to be a
biased?
little bit biased towards Noah on account of the fact that you went into a several minute tangent on how he's a good person.
Well, no, it's because this
Because
guy was
that's true.
dissing Noah, and he was saying how Noah. Listen, I had to speak up for Noah because Noah legitimately is one of the founding fathers of this land, and if somebody dissed Gavin, I'd call him out because Gavin deserves the equal amount of respect that Noah deserves. Nobody's done that to Gavin though. So that's
Sorry,
why I spoke
I don't
Noah's
think I
behalf.
have any of your eggs or any of your belongings.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Is there anything you want me to do to make it unbiased? You think is there anything we could do?
Oh, it was already biased. It's already happened. There's no way to
Well,
fix
we
it.
can change it. I mean, we could keep going.
Well, you can't now. You can't attack Gavin to make it.
What
seem
the frick? That's
unbiased.
TNT!
Oh god.
James is the only
There's
one I
been a
knew with
bombing.
TNT in his inventory. That's all I want to say.
All right, who do I have to
Who
kill?
was over by it?
James. Who's hitting me? Oh, I can't.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Oh.
The reason you might think it's biased is because Henry stood up for me for being loyal to this town, because you were trying to assume and you were trying to call out me for not being loyal to this town, and I can assure you I am, because I've been
But
here since
I didn't say that. I'm just pointing out that the debate seems a little bit biased.
How is it biased?
Well, he asked a question that was impossible for Gavin to answer on account of him not being in the realm to even know what the question was about. Instead of phrasing it in a different way, like, what would you do if there was griefers on the realm? Like a group of griefers. It would have been very easy to phrase it like that. But he didn't. He phrased it in a way that Gavin couldn't really answer it.
What do you mean?
He said, Gavin, I know you do not have as much experience with the Vikings as Noah does, but let's
And then
say
I
there were
went
griefers
on
the
to
realms.
explain to him what the Vikings were. I explained to him what they were, what they do. So, I
If
mean,
you have a
obviously
problem
Noah
with how
has
the debate, come do it better then.
Noah has physical, like Noah has more experience with the Vikings, which is true, but they basically are summed down to a group of griefers, which is basically they're just extreme griefers.
Any group of
why
griefers
didn't
should be
you
treated
phrase
the
the
same.
question
That
like
does
that?
not matter. It does not
Gavin,
matter.
do you
if it's the
Gavin, do
Vikings
you
or
want to
the
answer
elves.
that question again since I didn't phrase it as extreme griefers?
Well, I mean, it would be the same thing. Just find out who did it, what damage have they done, and then we'll settle punishment depending on what punishment they have caused, or depending on what sort of what damage you have caused. That's what I would say.
All right.
Thing it
Or
doesn't
James
matter
has TNT out.
to the
Okay,
mayor.
I'll
It
kill
should
him
not
if he does.
matter who the griefers
He's
are.
playing TNT on the stage.
It shouldn't matter who the griefers are. No matter who they are, it should take the same action.
I mean, it kind of does matter who they are because you have to find out who the fuck they are first.
I'm saying no, but in a sense to where if Henry was griefing the server, if Adrian was griefing the server, I should
If
take the
anyone's
same
griefing
amount
the
of
server,
punishment.
they should all go by the same punishment.
Exactly,
on
and
the
that's what I'm
level of their
saying.
crime.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if they're the Vikings or not. That should not matter because
Well,
any
well,
griefer should
no.
be dealt with accordingly to the
I
to the
understand
actions that they have committed.
I understand that, but I feel like it kind of does matter of who they are, because you have to find the fuck out who they are. You have to find out
It does
who's
matter
doing
with
it.
their history that does the punishment. But if they did the exact same act and had the exact same history and all that stuff, they were identical in all of these categories. They should all be treated the same. It doesn't matter if they're the Vikings or if the Wood Elves had the exact same backstory. And if I know the Wood Elves and if Gavin doesn't, they should be dealt with accordingly and unbiased. And I can promise you I'll do that if that happens.
All right. I'm just saying. It doesn't matter who they are, and it should be judged on the level of the crime they've committed.
That's the thing. It shouldn't.
If they're just griefers, the crime could vary depending on what they griefed and how they did it. Say if someone walked into your little Chad coin and blew up, I'd say that's like banned for like a while, or blew up the entire fucking building.
That's fair because.
But if it's like maybe like they're caught stealing something and it's like what, rotten flesh or some shit, that could be like maybe jail time.
Maybe not even that.
Exactly. So the saying it depends on the person and the crime, and they should all be judged. They should all be crimed equally just because they're griefing. Kind of defeats the purpose of a justice system. Because it's like it's almost like racial profiling.
That's why I'm not going to be the judge. That's why I'm going to appoint a separate judge. Which, honestly, even though he's my opponent, I would trust Gavin to be the judge. I made my promise to myself last time. If I won the election, I would definitely appoint Weston because I know he's a trustworthy guy. I know he has history on the realm. You know, he has all these qualities going for him, even though he was my biggest competition last time around.
All right. But that doesn't mean someone can just be judge, jury, executioner here.
What do you mean?
Say if we have a judge, doesn't mean the judge can decide whether. Well, sure, that's the point of the judge. But it also a judge, jury, executioner means it's like say if who's the sheriff right now?
Nobody, because Weston has not been online to appoint one.
Well, Jake. I'm pretty sure Jake said something about that.
He was a police officer, but the sheriff will be in charge of all of it.
Basically, judge, jury, executioner would be like him wandering around and said, "Oh, I saw this guy. He doesn't go to a court hearing and he just beats him."
Yeah, that guy will be fired immediately.
Judge, jury, executioner.
That guy will be fired immediately. But I don't think that'll be an issue on this realm. If so, that guy will not have any more ties to the government if I get elected.
So you're saying that they can't immediately do it, but what if someone is being caught in the action of doing something that warrants an immediate kill, like placing TNT under someone's base? Do you then support that?
No, because that is a hard question.
Yeah, because it's the police's job to defend everybody's belongings and the society around.
I think in the case that you see somebody, if you caught somebody red-handed and doing the act, and it can immediately be harmful, like if it's like a very quickly thought out, quote-unquote grief, to where you just set down a lot of TNT and all they have to do is light one flint and steel, and that can bomb the entire thing. I think that can be dealt with immediately and then have a court trial later. But let's say you were, you you catch somebody in the act of let's think of
like say you caught the wood elves looting
let's say you
or
caught the
griefing.
wood elves. Let's say you caught the wood elves planning out a prank, or a grief. You try and take subtle action, but you need to formally address them and start a court hearing, like how I did when Ochi-chan counterfeited money. I immediately addressed the situation subtly, but then I called for a court hearing. I named off, the jury. I named off the judge that I wanted because we didn't have an appointed judge at this time.
I never even heard what happened. What was the verdict of that court hearing? I never even heard that.
Henry decided that she apologized, and that was the best she could do. I didn't know.
She got banned from. No. She got banned for the realm for a week, and then she apologized for all of her actions, and then I let her back.
I know she got banned for the realm, but that was supposed to be till her hearing, and then further judgment would be chose. That's what I heard, and then I never heard anything about it after.
We didn't ever actually get to have the court hearing due to timing errors.
Look, it was difficult because I have to do a lot of stuff, and the only way she could talk is through me, and it would be annoying for her to talk through chat. So that's very understandable why they got just kind of canceled it.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, is that it?
Are we done with the debate?
No, we're not. Wait, what? What's going on? What? Who said that?
A small little child.
We're not done. Jaden, no! Jaden, we're not done. We're so.
Okay then.
All right.
The child being murdered in the background.
I think we're done. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I have something important to say.
Wait.
Get off of me or I won't
What
let
does she
you
have to
use
say?
my-
What does she have to say? What does she have to say?
Let me say it.
No.
Ellen, let her say it.
Jaden, you just said that super loud. Watch your mouth.
Stop.
I
Okay,
will give you so many times. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
No.
No, I want to hear what she has
I'm
to
curious
say.
now. I'm curious
Okay,
what's
I've been
going
trying
on.
to say this in the chat the whole time, and y'all guys are just ignoring me and shooting me, and I really need to explain it. Stop.
Get it out. Get it out.
I'm curious. I'm curious what this is.
Say it in chat.
I think he was talking about someone being a wood elf.
I did see that, but I thought the child was just joking.
She's accusing Ellen of being a wood elf.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Wait, is this for real?
I don't know. I thought it was a joke the entire time because it's a child. That sounds a little fucked, but yes.
And Ellen,
Child's do go to
So if she's not telling the truth, it's very easily a very warranted reaction.
Yeah.
Henry, do you like my bleachers?
Very nice.
Yes, this is the poor bleachers.
We can turn to goodly funded bleachers whenever.
Guys,
I didn't have any more resources other than dirt.
Oh. I've been off my podium.
Oh, I didn't pick up the water.
Keep assassinating her. Don't let her say anything.
It's important.
I want to hear what she has to say,
just
Ellen.
say it.
Seriously, we will drop
Ellen.
you out of the race. I want to hear what she has to say.
I made you. Oh wait, I was unmuted the whole time.
Yeah.
I made you a new chair.
Oh, thank you.
Hoggers.
Henry, I think I know what she's trying to say.
What is she trying to say?
Well, anyone that was paying
So,
attention to chat knows what she's trying to say, but like, still.
Earlier, she was
accusing Ellen of being a wood elf, and that's what she was trying to say.
And Ellen said, "You will never catch me alive," and that she's safe because no one's paying attention. Said.
So, oh, so
But she's
this
not
is
even
some
on the
new.
island anymore. She's on her own islands though.
No, if she's running for vice mayor, do you realize that?
Oh yeah, but she kind of just wanted to drop out. I think.
No, she did not want to drop out until now.
That's the mayoral tree.
Team trees.
She is. She's the one who destroyed the courthouse. It
I
is
did not
her.
destroy the courthouse.
Yes, you did.
That wasn't me.
Wait, the courthouse was destroyed?
One of them. I'm
She
not even
admitted
joking
it.
with you guys.
Chat. She admitted it earlier
All right.
in chat.
Damn. I mean, I'm not joking.
Ooh, a bow.
Well, I'm not gonna
Pick up that bow. I need
listen,
it.
Ellen. I'm not gonna arrest you for that, but I will let the people decide. That is Gavin's VP.
Alright, you can have this back.
So, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Anyways,
you can have that back. I'm glad I noticed it.
No.
you know who the what is?
No.
Wait, what does she know, Ellen?
She's trying to say that Ellen's a what else, but that's...
You caught one of my dogs. Daddy.
That's what I'm getting out of this. Looking back at chat,
You stole my dog.
She knows all of them.
Get the dog out.
She knows all of the wood elves.
Huh?
Hold it. This is some new information being.
I'm confused.
Jaden, who is it? Jaden, who is it? Ellen, I want to hear Jaden speak.
This is great.
You want that? You want that?
Drama on top of a
Ooh, some
debate.
golden carrots.
This is very entertaining. It's really entertaining, especially over the debate. This just makes it a little bit better.
Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of spiders coming.
No,
for
don't
you.
hit Jaden. She's trying to talk.
She's having to stay in her
Fox, does
cave.
the scenery
Sorry, my
look
bad,
good
my bad.
too?
What?
Oh my god.
Does the scenery look good too?
It's just blocking the LOTC sign now.
Not really.
Dog back down here.
Tree.
I have a question. Am I allowed to banish someone to the Shadow Realm?
Maybe.
As a hacker, if you're doing this with hacks, no, you're not allowed to do that.
It's just a bow.
It's just a bow.
What does the
has a
bow
little bit of
do?
punch.
What does?
It's
Okay,
punch 32,000.
that doesn't do anything on a bow.
Enchantment on it? Am I allowed to say what the
Oh
enchantment
really? You want to bet? Tart?
What
Hop
what
out
is
of
it
that
not?
bow.
What does it have on the bow? What does he have?
Punch 32,000.
Punch 32,000.
And that's it. I have a bow with punch 32,000. It didn't do very much.
Wait, I thought you never used hacks.
I didn't
No,
ever
he's
use
used
hacks.
them multiple times.
Mr. Wheels
no,
uses
not
them
him.
all the time.
So what's going on now? I have like.
I'm confused as well.
Your VP is a wood elf, Gavin. Basically.
Oh, shit. Damn, that sucks.
Tart.
Well, that's hard to
Does he get to choose a good one?
Shadow Realm.
I mean,
So
that's gonna hurt his
he's-
campaign a little bit,
There's
but
another
I
spider
don't know.
coming, by the way.
Does he get to
Gavin,
choose a
Gavin.
new one
Yeah,
then?
it's not fair.
If
Good,
the first
good
one was a
debate.
wood
Good
elf?
debate.
Ooh,
debate.
can I be his
Debate.
VP? Because I wanted to run, but you guys told me I couldn't.
I didn't say you couldn't. I just
Yes,
said
you
you
did.
need.
decided not
probably
to
get a
because no one
VP.
became your VP.
All right. I guess.
You told me
Fox,
that I
you wanna-
couldn't
you wanna
run
for me
without a
now?
VP.
No.
You told
no.
me I could not run without
You
a
can
VP.
be
Don't even try and
independent.
say that you didn't.
That's true. It could be.
I
independent.
didn't say that.
Maybe I could elect someone later, possibly.
I'm pretty sure I said you could run without a
Depending
VP.
if I
He
win or
did,
not.
No,
it's
you
just-
told me
it's
that I
just
couldn't
I
run
was the
without
only
one
person-
because I
gonna
asked if I
happen
could run
because
without
of-
one.
No, dude. He actually
I
did.
get it.
It's just the only person that would be VP would be me because that was the only. Y'all was just asking and I just denied, and then you decided not to run.
No, because I asked if I could run without a VP, and he said no. So then I was like,
No,
oh, I
he
guess I
said
just
it would
won't
hurt
run
you.
then.
He said it would hurt you if you didn't.
Listen, you probably don't want to run without a VP anyways.
You probably don't
Didn't
want to,
Alex
but you
drop out?
can do it.
Hey, can I be someone's VP then? I guess.
Fine, you guys can have a debate, but I'm not asking any more questions. We've been on this for an hour and 30 now. You realize that, right?
I mean, I'm not good at debating, but okay.
Henry, how's
Stop
the
stretching the
debating.
matter.
I'll
Stop
destroy
stretching
my
the matter,
opponent.
Jaden. Just say it.
But like,
You're
who
making-
keeps shooting
you just
arrows?
had
Who
this
keeps shooting
already
arrows?
done.
I gave up on shooting arrows. Now I'm building my dirt platform.
Just type it.
Just
Well, who wants
type.
these arrows?
Lock yourself in a room.
She won't let me, I think.
It's still happening?
No,
Yeah.
dude. It,
Going on?
She can't get it out because
Ellen's
Ellen
probably
keeps
messing
killing her.
with her phone.
I'm gonna
It would
call
have been very
Ellen.
easy for her to just
Henry,
outright
how's
deny it.
I got this.
the bleachers
Can I
now?
get into the damn
Should we-
server?
should we put Ellen on visitor temporarily?
I'm gonna
Gavin,
call Ellen
Gavin,
to
you wanna go to the
mess
Shadow
up
Realm?
for Minecraft.
No, I'm good.
It's still
Chris,
cold.
Chris, you like the
This is a 32,000.
you like the bleachers, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Wait, where'd he go?
Behind the behind the stadium.
He got banished to the Shadow Realm.
Like I said, it doesn't send you as far as the yeet stick does.
If you are
Henry, do you see
standing
the bleachers
and
now?
the ground is level for thousands
Oh my God,
of
there's a
blocks,
bunch of
you'll just keep
bleachers.
going. Who is shooting me? Also, someone picked up all my food, so I don't have any food.
Wait,
What was your
were
food?
Were they golden carrots?
I had golden carrots.
Oh,
yeah.
here. Yeah, I got
I put
yours.
them
I
on the
got
side of the
yours.
stage on the left side.
Here, come here. Come pick them up.
Looks
Yeah, I
like
found
they
them.
did, it might not be.
I was holding them.
Oh,
Hi,
cool.
Ellen.
Could someone please leave?
I will mute.
Ellen left.
Ellen left.
Jaden, get it out.
Yeah,
Jaden, get
you
it
can
out. Say
join
it.
right now.
Jaden, type it quick.
Oh, she also left. Everyone.
She plugged the
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
she also. Oh wait, now 2 people can join.
Augers.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right,
thought
so
for a
I guess
second
we
that's
can
my
consider this
wrong
this meeting adjourned. Is that
Can
correct?
I assassinate Noah now?
No, shut up.
I mean, I already did it midway.
You
Try it.
assassinated everybody, even Henry twice, and I think Gavin twice.
Hold
Who
on,
are
let me
you?
out. I fell in a creeper hole.
Uh.
No, I fell in another one. I can't get out of this stupid mall.
You know,
Also, if you guys want to know who assassinated Gavin first, that was me.
I'm stuck
Yeah,
in this
why do you keep
mall.
doing that?
Why'd you assassinate everyone?
Me and Gavin were talking. We were like, you know, it'd be really funny if I just killed you. So I killed him.
Gavin won that by like a long shot, in my opinion.
same.
Dang.
Wait,
I'm
Gavin
just
died,
saying. Well, no, not yet. We have to vote.
Yeah, the vote.
Oh, I didn't know who won or not.
And that's
Yeah,
In the
honestly, I
debate,
like
it
Gavin
will
Gavin
seem like a fight
mainly
in
because
Trump.
Gavin like actually.
Malcolm,
like,
do you want to
listened
see
talk
the
and wasn't
bleachers for yourself?
I know they're
Because you like Gavin more
Poggers.
because of
They're
what?
poggers.
You cut off.
Oh, I like Gavin more because he just like didn't outright cut his opponent off halfway
I
through.
bet, dude, I bet I could be a better president than
All my
both
sticks
of
is
them.
gone.
We're not doing president. Why can't you get this
Alright,
through your
oh,
thick skull?
mayor.
It's mayors.
Mayor, I bet I could be a better mayor.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Skids. I would like to
I bet
say-
I could be a better mayor.
Skids,
Yeah,
okay,
like-
listen, okay, I'm gonna set a rule, Skids. You can't be-
He's dead! He's dead! Assassination!
I didn't-
Skids, you
Become
joined
the
the realm like 2 days ago. You can't be mayor. I'm not gonna allow
Why
that.
not? Are you seriously denying me because I am black?
Are you denying newborns?
You're not black.
Henry, are you denying newborns?
Yes, I'm
To run
denying.
for mayor?
I will not allow
guys
newborns to
really
run
good
for
for-
mayor of LOTC. That is correct.
David, you
guys
just
said
stole
it
up his XP. What the heck, man?
My God, can I get my stuff back?
Yeah.
Yeah, your stuff's
Yeah.
all on your stuff.
Never
who's-
mind, Gavin. You were like, you got my vote, then you killed me. Now I'm not gonna vote for you.
Whoa, okay, I'll give you.
Okay, okay. Also, I would like to
We'll
chime
give
in
you
on
the
this.
place
Good job,
for
Gavin.
If you're worried about me being untrustworthy of my pranks, you want Ellen to be the VP who is a wood elf.
She's going to get kicked out
Yeah,
with this
because
information
she's gonna
already
get
out.
kicked out.
already
She's
kicked
not
out
gonna
of
get
there.
kicked out of the realm. I'm not gonna kick
Not
her
the
out of the
realm,
realm.
but like the thing.
1 second, I'll be right back.
No, that's just gonna affect her. That's just gonna
You got
affect
stuck
her.
giving out with the dogs. Keep getting them all over the place.
Skids.
Here's your advice.
I really want to know who the other
Yay,
wood elf
vote.
is, and
If
the other
you
person
can
wasn't
give
able
All
to.
right, now it's
Lock
raining.
myself in the
My
bathroom.
mind into
Yes.
voting for you. Maybe I'll do it.
Wait, what do you say?
If
The
because
child.
you stole my stuff. Maybe if I
I
could
didn't.
get a special item,
Okay.
that'd make me want to.
Is this bribery?
No.
Is this bribery?
No, he's apologizing with a gift, right?
That's
Yeah.
literally bribery. This is literally bribery.
No,
I'm
this would be
apologizing for
bribery.
killing him. It's not
Alright.
bribery at all.
Hey,
But
no, this would be
Henry-
closer to bribery.
I'll
Where did
meet
Gavin
you
go?
at the president place. I'll be under the bleachers.
Where did
Henry is
Gavin
now
go?
gone.
Well,
It's a
well,
drug
I just
trade.
lost my position in the realm. It's full. Or it said it was. I'll join. I'll see if I can join.
Okay, I'm under the bleachers.
Oh, it says joining realm.
Oh yeah, you got in.
Yeah. All right.
I
wait,
wonder
keep
who made
going
the
back.
bleachers.
I can't believe I need a bigger realm, bro.
You do.
No, because not all
You
the
expected a
time.
debate to have too much people?
He kind of.
Where are you, Gavin?
Bro, Henry just MLG bucketed off the bleachers.
Yeah, I've been
Gavin?
doing that all the time.
I'm in my house.
Oh, where's your house?
Oh! Oh!
Top of the hill.
Top of the
Where
head,
am
where's
I?
that?
Let's see. It's Okay, so
This is so
Henry?
much fun,
Never mind,
guys.
I'll
Yeah?
come to you.
I'm
Alright,
I'm
I'm
by
gonna-
the Bed Wars.
Jesus Christ, where did I get sent? I got sent to the ocean. I got sent to Auschwitz, dude.
Wait,
I got sent to
I
Auschwitz.
got sent to the Bed Wars.
What?
I
What
got
happened,
sent to
Henry?
the Bed Wars.
I
Someone
got
hit me
sent
with
to
an arrow.
Auschwitz.
Wait,
And
what?
he
How
says
did
the
you send
punch
to
bow doesn't
Auschwitz?
do
Cause
anything.
the power bow.
Wait, Henry, how'd you get sent to the Auschwitz?
I got sent, dude. It sent me to Auschwitz. I don't know what to say.
Wait, where
It
did
was
everyone
me.
go?
The power
Oh, I
bow
left. I just went
launched.
towards
It's Mark, Ellen, and
back to the
Gavin.
island.
Ellen has told me to keep it secret and bribed me, but I want you guys to actually appreciate me. So hear me out.
What? Why am I thrown into this?
Yes. What am I?
Why the fuck am I thrown
Wait,
into
I'm
this?
confused. I don't think Mark. I don't think they would do this.
Why the fuck
Well, I
would
mean, her list's not right anyways, because I'm not on it. So, like,
Wait, what?
Wait,
That
what?
sounds like something a bad person would say.
Bad person.
I don't think anyone
Bad
got it.
person.
Yeah.
Gavin would never.
That's
Right,
it?
Gavin?
That's it. That's it. All right, I think I know. who
Hannah,
I'm
what do
voting-
you have to chime
Oh
in
my
on this?
God. I think I know who I'm voting for.
Excuse me?
Noah, you got my vote.
Why is that?
Skits.
I'm still voting for Gavin.
Well, we'll find out what happens later.
Hey, Gavin, I repaired your sign.
Here, wait, Gavin.
Oh,
just
thanks.
come here, Gavin.
Oh, sorry.
Food.
No. Oh, sorry,
Food.
Come on.
Give me food.
Hey! Stop assassinating a. Okay, that's it.
All the eggs. No. It was revenge, right? He killed me. I killed him back.
I didn't. Oh, I
Hey,
didn't-
watch out for the creeper and
Okay,
Arby's.
fine. Okay, please.
The Arby's is right behind you.
My
Oh,
name's.
hi, Creeper.
Listen. My name's already ruined, man. Come on, please, just let me.
They're sitting
Because
there.
Ellen. Because fucking Ellen. I can't.
Why? How are
Right now.
animals sitting? Hello, Creeper.
Hello, creeper.
Hello, Creeper.
Hello, Creeper.
Hello, Gavin.
No! Why would you explode the Arby's? I'm actually gonna kill you now.
the creeper-
Did you really explode the Arby's?
I did not mean to.
Wait.
The creeper is
Where's he at? Where is he
Why-
at?
Why
Where is
am I
he
here?
at?
Why am I in this
I
current
told you guys there was a creeper and an Enderman in the Arby's earlier.
Oh my
Dude,
god,
did you
it's
kill the
going
creepers
chaotic.
going on a date? Did you kill the creepers that were
This is
going on
Yeah,
a
he
date?
did.
chaotic.
He did.
Who did it? Who did it?
Who went on a date with a creeper?
He ruined the Arby's chairs.
It
Noah.
wasn't
The
me.
chairs.
It was Adrian.
you?
I saw him in the area.
I
No,
wasn't
it was
even
the
inside.
skids. It was
Adrian,
skids.
How could you? How
It was
could you?
literally skids. I saw him do
Skids
it.
is a 1, 2, 3.
I was
Yeah.
no. I'm Skids, you idiot.
He's Issa 1, 2, 3.
No, I'm Skids 1, 2, 3, dumbass.
I think I lost the island. I think I need help getting to the island, maybe.
This is rape. I'm being raped by Noah.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I found
Noah,
something.
if you kill me, I'm not gonna want to vote for you, Noah. You see how it works?
All
I
right,
don't wanna
look,
vote.
look. I'll let you go. But
Sounds
please
good.
supply the stuff that you've damaged.
Yeah,
How
you
my
must fix the
fucking
Arby's.
creepers
Please fix the
I
Arby's.
mean, I did
Can
not
you
see
really-
the creepers.
What do you
I
mean
was
you
on
didn't
this-
see
That
it? I
does not
told you
mean-
about it.
that
You
does not
crouched up
fix-
next to him and said, "Hey, Mr. Creeper."
Go fix it.
Someone has their area so dark that mobs spawn in it, and he just happened to get close enough to set
We're
one
gonna
off.
fix it.
No, he literally. I told him
like
about
having a
it. He
creeper
looked at
inside
it.
your
He
house.
crouched
So
next to
find
it,
in your
and then he
house.
walked up to it.
I was trying to get its order. You don't understand.
See, this is stupid. Why would you do that? We spent hard.
Why?
We spent a
Well,
couple
me and
hours
Henry
on
have
that,
spent-
dude.
Arby's,
Me and
come on,
Henry have
you're
spent
supposed to
hours on the
explore
Arby's.
customers.
Look at the paintings.
That does not help the fact.
Noah, no, he's griefing. I recorded it. Noah's griefing my base.
Okay, you're also
Ooh.
griefing the Arby's.
No.
Yes, you
Okay, so
are.
when are we?
I
when are we
didn't. No,
recording
my bad. My bad. My bad. I
podcast?
did not see the
Henry.
paintings there. Does that make
Henry,
it
when
better?
are we recording the
Does that make it
podcast?
less
I don't know. We
harmful?
gotta record the
Alright.
podcast sometime
Then it's
tonight.
okay.
Hey, we can leave like right now to go to the podcast or some shit.
I don't know
I
if I
don't
want to
wanna
do
do
it
that.
right now.
I don't want you.
We have to do it sometime tonight.
We can do it at like what, like 10ish.
Look at what you did, Noah.
I have until 11.
Yeah,
Okay,
that,
so
that,
let's
that
do-
would be.
Let's
If
start
we do it at
10.
10, if we do it at 10, no, we'll leave
Welcome,
towards the end.
BC.
Hey, Noah, actually, no, I have a
Or are we
question.
doing it now?
What?
Noah, will you have
Wait, what,
rights for
Henry?
the thieves?
Rights for what?
Thieves.
Thieves? No, I would not stand for a thief.
That's kind of cringe.
What?
We need
Wait, what?
rights for thieves.
No, I do not.
Should
If
he
you
even
were-
have the
if
right
you're-
to ask questions? He's like 3.
Should he even have
he's
the
like-
right to vote? Should he even have the right to vote?
Okay, I'll give
That's
him
a
the right
human
to vote, but like,
That's a human
what-
right.
you know, I'll give him the right to
Noah
vote, but
trying
like,
to suppress the opinions of the fellow Americans.
It doesn't matter who you vote for. You will not have a rights as a thief.
I never said I was a thief.
Hey,
I'm
Skids,
just
Skids,
saying.
Skids. I got something
In
for you.
general.
I got something for you.
What? Oh,
where are you?
okay. I'm at my house. It's a beachside house.
So wait,
How-
are we recording
how-
the podcast at 10 or no?
we'll do it at 10. Yeah.
Alright.
Let
I'm just gonna
everybody
go
know
walk-
in the podcast chat. Add everybody.
Wait, what time is it now?
Alright, I don't think we'll see Ellen there though. Because of what just happened.
Yeah, that was pretty odd.
My
She could have
base
very
is
easily
near,
denied it if
Adrian.
she just
Oh, hi.
She could have very easily denied that. if
Dude,
she
is
just-
that literally bribery I just witnessed?
Is that literally bribery?
No.
No.
Here, let me
He's
kill
buying
you guys.
votes.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
literally buying votes.
I'm
Who's
not
buying votes?
I'm not buying. I apologize for killing him.
Yeah.
When did
Yeah.
you kill him?
So he's
Here,
buying
I'll
votes.
follow
Oh,
it. Look,
earlier,
it's
I
a
killed him on
trade.
stage.
We
That
were
actually did happen.
trading- Hold on.
Yeah,
we were
so he was
trading,
trading you for your vote, which
No,
means
no,
he's
no,
buying
no.
your vote,
I'll
which
be in the
means
podcast
that
at
he's
10.
a
I'm
corrupt
giving him 20
politician, which means
cobblestone. 20 cobblestone. for
This-
emeralds.
No,
This
no,
election
that does
has-
not count.
I
We
think
have
that's
video
that's
evidence. We have
This
video
election
evidence.
has gone terribly.
He's trading emeralds for cobblestone.
Yeah, exactly. See,
No,
look,
no,
I'll
no,
use
you're
it right
buying a
now.
vote.
I'll use it right on the build.
I'm-
I'll use it right on the build.
You're
Watch,
buying a
watch,
vote.
watch.
You're buying a vote.
No.
You're buying a vote.
See, okay, here. Look, I see. I'm using the cobblestone now. See, look, I used it.
that doesn't change
Okay,
the
let me
fact
see
that-
him use the emeralds now. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah, for
matter.
sure.
It doesn't matter. You'll still be buying a vote.
No, will you like to see? I'm gonna go use my emeralds right now. What would you like with it? Here, I'll buy you something nice, Noah.
Hey, no, I'd like you to hand him over so I can put him in the confiscated items chest.
You can't confiscate things that we traded.
The things that you bought a vote with? Actually,
I
I'm the
didn't
Secretary of
buy him.
Treasury.
I apologize for
I'm
killing
being
him.
threatened. I was actually gonna vote for you, Noah, but I'm being threatened right now, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm just saying.
He just
You're
bought a vote.
threatening me.
Alright.
I'm
threatening.
just saying. I think he just bought a vote.
He did not buy a vote, and it's kind of I don't want a mayor who's paranoid.
Okay, I'll let you off the hook. I'm just saying.
Yes, but is the mayor really supposed to be this paranoid about these things?
Yes, he's the
Well, yeah,
mayor.
because that's illegal. That's
He's the
illegal.
ruler.
All of the trees in the like villager
seems
area
you're really
stripped. I
desperate
just
for a
realized
vote.
that.
Buying a vote is illegal.
Terrible.
I know, it
seems
was
you did that.
Ellen. Ellen did that.
Oh my
Is there
god,
anything
this
you'd
is gonna
like to
haunt
offer
my
me for my
nightmares.
vote?
I know,
Holy
it
shit.
it sucks. It sucks. Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna buy a vote because that's 100% illegal.
User guesses not being the mayor.
Jeez.
Guys, I think that you should vote for me for mayor.
Doesn't
alright?
matter.
Just do a write-in
I'd
ballot
rather
for my name.
lose. I'd rather lose.
I mean,
and
you
be
can
honest
still
than
write a
win and be
ballot with your
corrupt.
name. Yeah.
Hey man, you're not getting points for being a good dude.
Hey,
You
doesn't
need to-
matter. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna be the head of Treasury.
Yeah, and I
So-
can smell you from here, you stinky man.
Guys, I think you should vote for me for mayor, alright?
No, vote me for mayor. You know what I'll do? I'll shit in your mailbox.
I will not.
That's what
I will physically not allow you to be mayor. I won't allow
Wow.
it.
It's
I will
because
not.
of-
Wow. And you're trying to say that the debate monitor was not biased. Alright, he won't even allow certain people to become mayor.
Yes,
See?
I will not allow a person
He's
who is a.
right. He doesn't want competition for Noah.
He
So
hasn't
or
even
Gavin,
been in the realm a
or
week.
Gavin.
He hasn't been in the realm a week.
Neither have I. But you told me I could run for mayor.
Wow,
You have.
actually.
You have
Excuse
been
me?
over a week.
No, I haven't. I have not been in the room.
How long have you been in
It's
here?
like 6 days, dude.
Dude, I gave you the code so long ago. You know that,
I
right?
never joined it though.
I know, but you had
know
access
servers
to
since
it.
Wow,
started.
What are you saying?
don't cover this up.
You've been a member of this server, at least the Discord server, for
We're
many
the
months.
villagers. We're the villagers.
That doesn't mean I was in the realm.
Adrian, can you show me-
Nakamona VC. What?
Sure. We'll go to bitchin'.
I can't believe these guys. They really want to be.
I'm just trying to cause chaos, as much chaos as possible.
I know you are. I
Yeah.
refuse to allow Skids to be mayor, considering he's only been
You
in here
have,
like
but
a day or two.
even as much as you're trying to cause chaos, you see where he's coming from, and it's not biased. That's just making sense.
I mean, it made it seem a little biased when he asked like a question that really couldn't be answered by one person because he had no fucking clue what he was talking about.
Gavin knows who the Vikings are, even though he doesn't have experience with them.
I mean,
though.
the Vikings are
Also-
notorious in this realm. If you don't know who they are, you're just dumb.
Gavin has been in many discussions involving the Vikings in their past.
Them myself.
You never encountered them yourself, but I
Yeah.
mean, you get the whole gist of what they are. Essentially the question was, what would you do if an extreme griefer group
If an
came
extreme
along?
griefing group, it doesn't matter who they are. It's just the Vikings are a perfect example. That's what he means.
Okay. Alright.
Also, you want to see
Okay,
why I
Ellen,
was
it's
like,
still not a
"Bruh, her list
president."
not even right. Like, hang on, give me a second.
So
Okay.
yeah, that happened.
What is Ellen Ellen, what are you doing?
What's she
Mr.
doing?
and Mrs. Scholes, help me this one time. Go and obliterate the president.
What?
We don't have. Is she talking about me?
I have no idea.
JFK with a passion.
Who did she
You
whisper that
I
to?
can't. I'm going to
Nice
be
one,
an
Chris.
elf. What?
What?
So you whisper to my art is dead. I can't. I'm going to be an elf for you, and I don't want to get banned. Dude, Chris is literally a wood elf, and I think Ellen is too.
No, he said I don't want to be an elf. He said I can't. I'm not going to be an elf for you, and I don't want to get banned.
Oh my god, so Ellen actually is an elf. Holy crap.
Hang on, I need to show you something that's gonna be pretty funny.
What happened to Hannah? What happened to her?
They went to a private call, probably to discuss their thoughts that your debate was biased.
Dang. Skids, why did you send me a message? Oh shoot, I just closed down Minecraft. Unmute. Oh, that's right, he left the call.
God, they won't stop fucking sending me messages. Holy shit.
He just said hello.
Hannah, what's going on with Ellen and the Wood Elves type thing? You know what's going on?
Wait.
You guys want to see something that's pretty
Okay,
funny? I'm
do
gonna
you
go post this
what
general
did
chat.
Ellen
Let's
tell
do
you?
this.
What did Ellen tell you about the elves?
Not much, honestly. She was like, I'm not gonna tell you anything because I think you're working for them. And that's, yeah.
Jane just told you to look in Twitch chat, Henry.
I am looking in Twitch chat.
Okay.
Sorry, she read like a whole paragraph. Here, you want me to read you off what she said?
Yeah, sure. Read it off.
She had your dog. She set the courthouse on fire and blamed it on lightning. She stripped the trees. She bribed me to vote for her. She gave me stuff to keep quiet. Also, Noah and Ellen have illegal business on Discord. She tells me to get out of her room. And I hear Noah and Ellen talk about stuff. Noah, what do you have to say about that?
It's a hard accusation that I will 100% deny because it's not true. I had her as a legal business partner because, as a joke, one time I said we should have a villager, like a trading hall, but like not trading in the sense to where you get tools, trading for villagers themselves, like human trafficking. And I named her a legal business partner in Discord and on my phone as a joke. So
This is even
that's what
hella
happened.
suspicious.
Okay, now that's just stupid. All right, guys, we're gonna go pull an investigation on Ellen's island. Let's go see what's popping over there.
No,
Actually,
I
hold
just
on, let me
started
get some
building
food.
my house.
I can promise you. No, I can promise you there's nothing illegal. If there was one good place for me to hide something illegal, it'd be in Chadpo because I have an industrial
Nobody uses
zone
it.
down there. Yeah, but the only thing down there is a tree farm.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. No, I think Noah's lying. No, I think
not
I would
lying.
believe Noah. I think I can believe Noah. Noah isn't really the type to do anything illegal. The only illegal thing he done
doesn't even
was
fucking include me.
If there was only I joked about doing something illegal as when the realm was completely dead, because the realm
everybody was doing
completely
that.
dead.
Yeah, everybody was
Yeah.
doing that.
Are we going?
I
to
was like,
investigate Orion?
I baited Ellen
go,
into
boys.
thinking. I was like, dude, I'll do all this illegal stuff. We can have a villager trading hall under Chadpo. We can have you'll be my scapegoat since you're already in a lot of trouble. Like I made it sound really legit, but I never meant a single bit of it. I did not. I would never intended to do anything illegal. I made it sound like I was intending to do it because I tried that because if I was able to bait Ellen into telling me she was a wood elf, I'm sorry, but I would have sold out immediately.
Dude, you're. It doesn't matter what you're saying. Like it's hella suspicious. The way
I
that
know
you're
it
saying
is,
it.
but
Like I was trying to bait her into doing this.
yeah, because that was after the wood elves were formed, and there was issues of griefing.
I don't think Noah would agree. Like in that there was that weird point in time where
How you doing, Tart? I'm chilling out around you. What's going on?
What's popping? Where are you at? Oh,
Why
okay.
don't you use your elytra? Like, dude.
Because I don't have my elytra. I lended it to somebody.
You want me to give you some Frostwalker boots for a second?
I'm not taking Frostwalker 32,000 boots. Oh my god, Love Heart, what is going on?
Heyo.
But that's the thing, even if I was doing something illegal, like everybody else was, I know clearly Ellen was, so.
Henry.
Yeah, what's up?
Where are you?
I'm at Ellen's Island.
No, you're not. I just passed you in the ocean.
Dude, I'm literally like right here.
Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on.
What's up?
Bro, there's a zombie at my house.
Hold
Oh
on.
no.
Uh-oh.
Where did he get the that zombie had
What, do you have some information?
No.
So then why do you want me to hold on?
We're going to our island. I have a boat. So if you need to get there faster, I can.
Oh no, I'm literally already here. Like.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm chilling.
See.
You know what? I'm willing to say this. Since I'm mayor, I'll pay a raised tax if my tax plan goes into action. If I become mayor, I'll pay a slightly higher tax.
I was about to say, since you're mayor, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I still have a
I
chance,
didn't mean.
even
Yeah,
though
you still gotta.
I didn't mean to say since. I didn't mean.
His
to say
VP is
so.
a criminal, but like.
No, I did not mean to say since. My bad.
Yeah, no, I completely understand misinterpretation of words. Sound like a little bunny coins.
Those in are night and day, and them two are like night and day.
How do I have colored text, Chris? You can turn it on in settings. You hit enter and then in settings.
Blue.
Oh, Chris is watching the stream, which means that Ellen is also listening. I'm coming to check you guys out. You guys are sus. Jesus Christ, is that the fortress? Also, by the way, Ellen admitted she, back in the old LOTC days, she admitted that she was gonna, bribe the Vikings so that way they wouldn't hurt her.
Yeah, she was going to bribe the Vikings so they wouldn't attack her.
But then they ended up attacking everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it? At least he tried.
But no, the thing, what Henry's trying to say is she was willing to bribe the Vikings so she could stay safe.
Oh, but how should bribe them though? That's the thing.
She said there were allegations of her saying that, hey, I'll give you all these diamonds if you just promise to leave me alone in the underground alone. And I'm pretty sure it's true, but I never got proof on confirmation, so that's why.
What is this thing? They have a giant pit.
Doing it in our debates.
They have a giant pit. This is weird. I'm gonna see if there's anything under it. Nope, there's nothing. You guys still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just gotten awfully quiet.
I'm just very confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Gavin. To be honest, I don't really think you knew about Ellen's past.
And not really. No.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Ellen's had a very suspicious past.
Yeah.
I'm so knowing her.
Wait, so are Skids... Tana, is she still here? Okay, yeah. Alright, so... Oh my god, I got hit with the Evo. So, what are... Ellen and Chris are definitely in a call. They said they're in a group call, though. Oh, that's right, the bribe was potions.
Yeah, it was potions.
Which, I mean, still was pretty good.
Okay, we were never considered the knights.
Well, actually, yeah, we were.
Were we? That was our name? I didn't know that.
That was our thing. It's just the fact that, like, nobody knew. But, like, yeah, I set up the knights. And that's, like, the official name.
Oh my god, I'm upset.
Yeah.
Well, nah, because that and also other things. I'm trying to have my girlfriend come over, but like because of events, like her parents don't really trust like her going to boys' places. So, but I had an idea that like her parents could come meet mine. We'll be monitored and stuff, so that way we don't like,
put a baby monitor in your room.
No, we'll be like like make sure you don't like nothing like what happened to her before happens again.
Okay, keep a 6 foot distance.
I mean, like,
No,
you're not gonna
let's
find their
cuddle.
secret areas, and I know because I'm looking at them. They're really difficult to see.
You guys have secret areas?
That sounds a little
Why?
suspicious. It sounds like you're hiding something, guys. Now I can take you on a tour to Chadpo and show you there's nothing illegal down there. Other than
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's Chadpo. This is interesting though. We got to do that podcast in 9 minutes, by the way.
Okay.
She used to have an app to see diamonds when she mines, so all... What?
Wait, let me read this again. I don't rank she does it anymore, but when she used to have an app to see diamonds when she mines, so all she sees is diamonds, and that's why she has a lot. Also, I'm sorry, Marie. Okay, she was apologizing. I mean,
Dude, that would explain why she was like one of the first people with diamond armor. Which in all
That
the
would
other realms, she
explain that.
never had any diamond armor.
that would explain other than gifted stuff,
Yeah, that is interesting.
which technically that would be considered
Fell out.
a hack. Sim H /
This is
That was
interesting.
backslash on accident.
Okay. I guess it is. Yeah, it's right there by the enter key, so I can give you some slack.
This is interesting. This is a turn I never thought that this realm's drama would take.
Well, you never know. Some crap can happen.
Where are your secret areas that you guys speak of?
What secret areas?
Really? You're gonna say
What?
there's secret areas and then go, what secret areas?
I don't even know. Is it like is it the place that I'm at? The island or something?
Yeah, the island.
Oh, I have
literally.
no idea. I've only been down here and on all these paths. And to
Mr.
the
Wheels
fortress
literally
and
just said a lot
the-
more. I'm
and,
just not gonna tell you because
his,
I want.
whatever his place is called.
Oh my god. Ellen,
That's
how
about
much
it.
sketchy stuff have you done? What in the world?
A cascade.
This is ridiculous.
Ellen, you can't have secrets if you're a politician. They're
Ellen's
eventually
not
gonna
here.
get out.
That was Hannah.
I know. No,
Oh.
I
Are you
meant
talking Twitch
wait,
stream?
what? She's watching stream.
Oh yeah, she's probably watching stream.
She said at least let me have some secrets. Which I will admit, towards the illegal business thing at the beginning. I was very serious about it, but then I just tried to get her to, I just tried to lure her out of it. But I wanted something to kickstart the realm. That's why. So at first I was serious about it, but then like 2 days later, I was like, in my mind, I was like, I need to cut all ties with this, and I tried. I tried to lure her into saying something, but yeah, it worked to no avail.
They want to ban Ochi-chan for betrayal.
Betrayal.
Anyways, it's interesting. Why is
Wait,
Ellen
you down
such
there?
a criminal?
Is that you, Tart?
No, it's not me, dude. It's not. It's not. It's not me. It's not me. It's
Oh,
not
that's
me.
Ellen,
It's
I
not
think.
me.
Is it? Oh, that
Dude,
is
it's
you.
not me.
Ellen.
It's not. It's not me. Dude.
Yes,
Dude.
it's Ellen.
kinda sus.
Yes,
Guys,
this is
look,
very
it is
clearly
me, Ellen.
It definitely
Crimes in
me.
business. Crimes in business. It is me,
Chicken
Ellen.
Hey, you want to go like off the edge there? Hang on.
Crimes upon misdemeanor.
Crimes and crimes. Where do you guys keep your secret areas? It's a dock.
Everywhere.
I mean, I don't know if this counts,
second,
but like,
I'll
there's
be
something back here. All the way over here.
Is that a cave?
Honestly, it's a cool looking doorway, actually.
Wait, really?
Wait, it was? What the hell? Where'd he go?
Hold on, I got a soak touch. Or that.
Oh, yeah. I guess we put it back.
This is why. What is this?
I see
Actually,
you
it's just
found
a strip
Secret.
mine.
secret doors.
Secret.
It's just a strip mine that he made. That,
Why are there so
Wheel-
many
Wheel
crafting
made.
tables?
Strip. It's
Mr.
ask
White-
Wheels. He keeps doing this crap.
Mr. Wheels,
What?
are you cheating in the wood for these crafting tables?
No,
Actually, I gave him the birch wood.
that was 2 stacks, dude. That was 2 stacks of wood. It was birch
Really?
planks. It made 32 crafting tables.
All right, that's fine. What is? So you get to this through a painting?
No, this was where the elevator was, but then it was like, no.
I think it was because of the what is it? The whatchamacallit.
It was
So
an
why is there a
invisible
painting
elevator
here?
that I put down. and
It's
then,
Chad. Chad is the secret painting. Really? Like, okay.
Wait, why do I
Hey,
have soul sage?
Jaden.
Oh wait, never mind.
Nice
So-
going, Tart.
Huh.
So what?
I don't know. While I was
What the heck? Did someone just
Creating-
throw a trident?
Hold on.
while I
what-
was creating the ocean blue, I found. I think this is. I have no idea what this is. Maybe it's just because it's like a tower, and then there's a lot of chests outside of it.
Oh, that's Weston's raid farm. I know what you're talking about. I see your
okay.
location. Yeah,
So
no,
what
that
happened
was a
over the
massive
hour I've
raid
been
farm.
gone?
Ellen is like an
Ellen has
extreme
been-
criminal.
yeah,
She is
Ellen
like
has
a
been-
massive criminal.
Yeah.
What's she
And
done?
Gavin
What
did
she
not
do?
know this.
Okay, she
Gavin
has done
didn't know it.
so much, dude. It is actually insane how much she's done.
What has she done?
Well, well, first of all, she she bribed the Vikings back in the old LTC days for safety. She is actually the Wood Elves, and Ochi-chan says that you and Gavin are also a part of the Wood Elves, which I don't know whether to believe or not.
I don't get that, honestly.
Why the fuck would I do that?
Yeah, I don't think that it's
I-
you.
You
I-
can have
I-
patches on your island.
I know.
I don't think it's you guys because of the
Yeah.
fact that basically the one attack that the Wood Elves launched was on the courthouse, and that was the major thing that they did. And I looked at the logs because I'm not stupid, and the only 2 people that were on the night of was Ellen and Jaden. And then I called them out. I said it has to be one of you 2. Same thing happened again whenever my house got burnt half to garbage, and then Chadco also got burnt. I backed up Realm. I did an investigation, and yeah, it
When the
turns
fuck
out.
did the building get burned? I don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't remember it because it happened at 2 in the morning while I was trying to go to sleep.
What the fuck? Okay, well, why the fuck would Sure, I'm chaotic as shit, but my
But you haven't been on. Like,
Okay. No,
it wouldn't make
We're not
sense.
accusing you. We're not
I
completely
know,
accusing you.
but
yeah.
also, why the fuck would I do that? Especially when I go by the rule: if I'm going to do something, never do it for free.
Yeah, Mark's too smart for that, dude. Or maybe too dumb. Maybe a combination.
It probably is a combination.
It's smart and dumb at the same time.
He's a chaotic businessman. That's what he is.
And you see the profit I have brought to the server. It brought some laughs at first with the fucking truck month.
Yeah, the truck month was pretty funny.
But no one's decided to give me a book or
with all
anything,
them
or
Gavin,
even try
Mark,
to
and
bother
more.
to contact me about what's the next job I should do.
I
So,
don't know about the others.
It's podcast time, boys.
Wait, this was a podcast, or is there a podcast after?
We have a podcast, the Connected Podcast.
They just started
What
a
is the
call.
Connected Podcast?
It's a podcast that we do.
I'm getting called in the podcast room.
Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna
I
go
need to
do the
join?
podcast. Yeah.
All right, bye.
I'll be back.
Cool.
I don't think she will.
We got 58 minutes and 45 seconds from this moment on.
So yeah, that's about as long as the podcast is. Shut the fuck up, dog. Come here.